Hello everyone, this is Hopespoir. Welcome to another commentary on World of Warships. This time I will be driving the Yamato and in a division with the new clan that I'm in. I would like to say that this video is going to be another commentary that involves a lot of strategic and tactical commentary, but there'll be some of that. The main reason that this game is going to be of note is because there's going to be a lot of salty potatoes on my team. And if you pay attention to chat, which you must do, you'll see it coming on right away. So there we go, right away. It's always great when you have someone on your team who comments like this right from the beginning. You can tell that they're probably going to be a good contribution. Now, I don't know if they do it on purpose, but this particular clan, DPRK, I've experienced quite a bit of trolling from their members. I don't want to label the entire clan that way, but just from my experience, there are at least a number of players from this clan that can be a little trolly. And you'll see later on how that manifests itself in a rather annoying way. Okay, so the Yamato is one of my favorite ships when I'm playing it a lot and I'm accustomed to it. And whenever I'm playing it a lot, I usually have better aim because it's very sensitive with its aim. If you're on, you tend to do lots of damage. And when you're off, you tend to splash your shells a lot just because of how accurate the ship is. You know, how tight the groupings are. Now, I haven't been playing the Yamato a lot, and I've been trying to get back into it, but my average damage compared to what it has been in recent times is just, I haven't caught back up. And I can see that a lot of my volleys are just not quite where I want yet, and it's a little frustrating because I do really enjoy this ship, and when I can't hit things, I can tell when my aim is off, and it's a little frustrating. Okay, so right at the beginning, you can see that one of our Shimakaze, one of our DDs, is going wide. I don't hate this maneuver right at the beginning, as long as he doesn't veer too far off, you know, just kind of do a little spotting before capping. I just wish that was what he was going to end up doing. Obviously, like, coming around the island like this, he's so close to the gearing, that was obviously a mistake. If he's going to spot like that, he should go wide. You know, in a gunboat in a destroyer, it's not a gunboat, where you're going to be outgunned by the gunboat DDs, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you come around an island and you don't have visibility, and you know, a gunboat DD sneaks up on you. Okay, so right there, yeah, it wasn't the greatest volley, but could have had more there. Okay, so at C-cap, what I don't like is how the Worcester and that other Shima are... Okay, so you can see that Shima is doing the same thing. He's hiding behind that island. That's just not a good idea. You should never do that. Because he's not going to have proper vision. And I mean, the Worcester's probably radaring right now, but in any case, he doesn't really want to be there. He can't do anything from there. He can't make use of his torpedoes or anything. And there's too much of a risk of being too close to something, you know, when he comes out of the island, especially if he's no longer getting radar spotting. And the Worcester, he's positioned himself there, kind of thinking probably that he needs to cover C-cap. He needs to make a contribution there. But one thing in randoms is you always have to adjust yourself to what your team actually does, not what you want them to do. If the entire team is moved this way, which I did not really want to happen, like I went to be, but I didn't want the rest of the team to. But once a Worcester realizes this, he should not try to set up at C anyways. You know, you can't force a situation like that. Look how nice this looks. And just looking at my shells, I don't like this vertical dispersion already. It looks horrible. This is not what the Yamato is supposed to look like. I still get 15,000 out of it, but I mean, that's a really poor volley. And I get a lot of really poor dispersion in this game. So there's a mix. There's a mix of just poor aim and poor dispersion. And that was pretty poor dispersion. I mean, the Yamato, I should be getting better volleys than that. Even this one, look at this. It's like basically perfectly aimed. Perfectly aimed. I really should delete him. Oh, I get 19,000. It's, I mean, for the Yamato, that's with that aim, I should be getting more than that. That was just not what I expected out of that volley. And it's going to take a second one to finish him off, which is kind of unfortunate. So I put them out again, and that's obviously going to kill him. Okay, so the Worcester has now died on that flank, which is not surprising at all. He shouldn't have been there at all. And it's this N1C PON guy in chat, and he's, he's being all salty now as well. But what I was saying before is you can't just decide something like, oh, the people, all our ships are going to the other side. I'm going to single-handedly hold this flank. Like, that's basically what's going to happen is you're going to get overwhelmed. You're gonna run into overwhelming firepower, and you're gonna be absolutely deleted before you have the opportunity to really do much. In a situation like that, it's better just to kite away. If you still want to affect that flank, if the rest of your team's left it, you can try to slow them down. You can kite, you can delay the enemy action there. You can find positions where you can do that, and where you can still fall back relatively safely. What you cannot do is what he did, and just be like, oh, my team's disappearing to the other side. I'm just going to single-handedly hold. That just doesn't work. So I went this way. I'm now turning around because there's not, there's nothing. If you look at the mini map, there's not much left out here to do. So I'm turning around. I'm going to try to re-engage the enemy that is coming over from C. Our team is still not distributed that well, so I'm going to turn around here and try to re-engage the other side now. North Carolina obviously is going to be my first target, and then there's also the Des Moines over there, maybe in the Massachusetts. I'm hoping some of my team comes with me. It looks like the Baltimore and the Hindenburg are. And this DPRK player is still giving a lot of salt. It's just kind of, he's blaming everyone for things. And then what the hell is that? Oh, what the hell is this? So, this idiot salty potato. I don't want to call him names in the video, but I mean, come on. Alright, so 30,000 volley on the North Carolina there. That was ridiculous. Now my engine's out. I'm actually going to have to damage con that to get going again. So he's been kind of giving people crap all game long, and now the chat's really getting funny. Right, there have been two really salty people who really have played horribly. Right, that one Worcester just doesn't make any sense to do that. Like, you can't decide that, oh, my team is doing something that I don't want. I'm just gonna single-handedly kind of do what I think should have been done. Like, that's just suicide, and that's not gonna help anything. What a horrible volley that was. And then this salty potato, he's an absolute potato, decides that he's gonna put torpedoes into me. I mean, look how forward I've been the whole game. Like, I kind of drove forward like I always like to do. Right? And then I kind of drove one side as far as I could, as long as I had enemies. And then when I ran out of good targets to shoot at, I just kind of immediately turned around and came back to re-engage the ships coming the other way. And then this idiot just decides to put torpedoes into me. I think he landed 2. Which is just really stupid because, I mean, if you actually look at the situation with the ship count and the score and the caps, it's a close game. Like, he could lose the game for us there. I think he landed 2 torpedoes for about 10,000 damage. It's a good thing I've got that good torpedo belt. Just checking behind me to see what these torpedoes are. Making sure I'm not getting any more T-Cane torpedoes. Oh, look at this. Okay, now this is one thing. Like, look at this. Especially the second two turrets there, that was like aimed almost perfectly. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. What was that? That is not what I expect from the Yamato. This is not how the Yamato is supposed to behave. I mean, the Yamato has a lot of disadvantages compared to the other battleships. Its advantage is supposed to be, you know, brutally accurate guns. And look at this, a second volley coming in. One Citadel, that's all I got. I mean, he did start turning away. But just pretty horrible RNG there. I mean, I don't even think that second volley should have been necessary. I probably should have outright deleted him in the first one. Things are getting a little rough now. We're down ships again. So I'm trying to work on this Des Moines. I got a decent hit there. That's really basically just what I expect. I mean, that Des Moines shouldn't be here anymore, especially after that volley. By now, I should have absolutely killed that Des Moines. That Des Moines in this game has like 9 lives. Okay, so you can see this salty potato in the Donskoy. Not only is he a salty potato, he's just decided that he's not even going to help the team anymore. He's just going to sail at the back and call everyone names and whatnot. After sabotaging our game by putting torpedoes into me. At this point in time, we basically have no choice. We have to start taking caps. We're down ships, we're down caps, we're down spore. So I killed the Massachusetts. I'm going to start pushing into sea. I'm sort of happy that the Shima's with me. I'm kind of hoping he moves into sea and gives me a bit of a screen. My divmate Rap is now pushing into B. It's going to be a bit of a tough push. So I'm going to try to help him out here. Instead of immediately going for the Des Moines, I'm going to try to see if I can hit this Kronstadt. This was not the most well-aimed volley, to be honest, so I'm pretty happy to get that one Citadel on him, and that will be quite helpful to Rap. I mean, Rap is facing in Des Moines and a Kronstadt, and possibly a Haragumo as well on that side. And the gearing is in some unknown location, so I can deal with this Des Moines later. In front of me, who shouldn't be alive at all. I definitely misaimed that salvo a bit, and that's kind of why this wasn't my favorite game. My aim wasn't the best, but on top of that, I definitely got pretty bad RNG. When I'm playing this ship well and it's working, you know, the aim is working the way it should, it would have just absolutely devastated all these ships. Zooming out to check what that torpedo warning was. Luckily, it's our Shima, who appears to be trying to torp that Des Moines. Little dangerous. Look at these volleys in this Des Moines. Like, this Des Moines, I don't know what is going on. Like, this Des Moines has some super freedom camo going on here, just absolutely dodging all of my shots. It's not even dodging. It's basically just making my shells decide to go somewhere else. And wow, lucky torpedo from that Shima kills that Des Moines. I mean, I think I would have killed that Des Moines anyways. It was a good move, I guess, from the Shima. Well done, but I think I would have killed him anyway. Unfortunately, we lose Rap here. So now we are 5 ships to 5 ships. We're miraculously up a cap now, but still down points. Okay. So, here we go. I'm going to try to turn in and help cover Arshima going into B. Now, I wish Arshima would turn starboard, like kind of start capping B, but hang out between myself and sort of in front of the other ships here. Of course, our Bismarck, our Jean Bart, and the Salty Potato and the Donskoy are really just, they haven't been doing anything useful. They're just sailing in the back doing nothing. What the Shima should not be doing here is pushing forward. Now, you can see the Shima has spotted the Haragumo, but I'm pretty sure they're both in each other's spotting range already. This is not going to go well for the Shima. This was a massive mistake. Right, this was a massive tactical error here. There's just no reason why that Shima should have gone that way. He was capping B, he should have stayed back here where we could cover him. Now I'm going to have to try to kill the Haragumo before he can go dark. I'm most concerned about his ability to torpedo. I'm really happy he's continuing to fire. I flubbed my shots a bit. I should have been able to kill him there, but like I said, I'm not aiming well, and I'm not very confident in my aim. And when that happens, I start second guessing where I'm aiming. And this happens especially in the Yamato when I know my aim is off because of how important your aim is. So that one will do it. That will kill him off. So now we've got a chance. Now it's 4-on-4. The gearing is behind A, which makes me fairly comfortable. So I'm going to get into B, and I'm going to position myself to shoot at the Kronstadt, because the gearing in A is off somewhere far away. I'm not too worried about him for now. The Des Moines is somewhere. He's probably going to start shooting at me. That's okay. He's fairly far away. And the enemy Kurfürst seems to be AFK, luckily for us, since we have a T-King Salty Potato on our side who's helping the enemy team. I'm just going to let the Des Moines shoot at me a bit here. I'm most concerned about finishing off this Kronstadt, which, unless my aim is horrible, I should hopefully be able to do soon. That was not the greatest shot. Again, that's too much lead. The problem with the Yamato is I really have to play it regularly in order to maintain my ability to aim in it. And when I do, I actually play all my other ships better too, because my aim is better in them. I don't know why I decided to do this, but there's no way he's surviving this. As bad as my RNG has been this game, you're not surviving that. Okay, so we've taken care of the Kronstadt. We're still down in points. Now looking at the clock, okay, so the enemy gearing has managed to cap A, which is bad because now we're outcapped 2-1 again, and we're down points. We're down by about 90 points. Yes, by about 90 points. And looking at the clock, there's only 3 minutes left. So now things are getting a little desperate. Enemy Kurfürst is AFK, which is very lucky for us, since our now dead Donskoy was a salty T-King Potato secret agent working for the other team. Maybe that's why their clan is called DPRK. Maybe they are they're secret agents for the other team. Okay, so hopefully that Kurfürst doesn't wake up. Our Jean Bart is about to enter D, which is good. It would seem pretty desperate at this time. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing now is I'm driving towards the last known location of the Des Moines and slightly forward of the direction he was facing. I want to find that Des Moines. Don't think it would be to kill that Kurfürst in time. There's only 2 minutes left. Oh, and there he is. Okay, right. So I was driving towards where the Des Moines was last spotted, a little forward of his position, obviously predicting, on a path predicting where he would have gone, and I turned my turrets. My turrets basically pointed where he used to be. I was setting up my rear turret, obviously, so that it could be used as well. As you can see, it's already all the way turned. Now that I've located him, I see that he's sailing. You see, he's sailing this way, and he's behind the island. So I sail now for basically the shortest route around the side of the island that I expect him to be coming out from. Because what I want to ensure is that I want to ensure that when I clear the island enough to have him in line of sight, that he is within spotting range. I don't want him to be able to outrun spotting range and then just sail away. So I'm sailing full speed here. My guns are obviously turned to where I think he might be, because there's only 1 minute left and we're still down by 60. And there he is. Okay, now I have to hit him. I fired before he would have any chance to turn away adequately. And there we go. There's the 21,000, and that one looks good. He's a goner. He's a goner, and that gives us the lead. 845 to 800. And we hold 2 caps. One's being capped by the gearing. And the curve first is still AFK. All we need to do now is not die. So I'm telling people now in chat to get the hell away from C. We just have to make sure that gearing doesn't kill anything. It looks pretty good. The Jean Bart is bow onto the curve first. Even if the curve first were to wake up, there's nothing you would do now. And he doesn't. I mean, Jean Bart's got so much health. The only thing that would be concerned about at all would be the gearing killing the Bismarck by Torps. I think the Bismarck's already too far away for that from C. So we got it. This is the comeback. What a game. TK and Potatoes did not manage to steal it from us. So just a quick look at the results screen. One thing that I do want to point out is that I was running credit flags for this War Economy Japan mission, and I did end up with 951,000 credits. So it is possible to get 1 million credits in the Yamato, and I've done that quite a number of times. Here you go, 5 kills, about 3,000 XP to pull up that result for the credits. One thing I do want to note before I head off is that this DPRK clan, I don't want to generalize them all as pretty bad. I have had pretty bad experiences with some of their players. And obviously, in this case, like the Salty Potato putting torpedoes into me in such a close game is inexcusable. That's absolutely ridiculous. But I don't want to generalize the whole clan like that. Though I have had some bad experiences.
Yeah, I got nuked.
Okay, so thank you very much for coming along and watching, and hope to see you soon. This is Hopespoir, signing off.
Something quite weak to